most adored delicacies in Western Kenya is chicken. Known as ingoho in the Luhya language, chicken is an important source of income for many households here. However, due to vulnerability and high mortality rate of day-old chicks, farmers in Bungoma County engage in chicken farming mainly for subsistence. The Agricultural Sector Development Support Program, ASDSP2, has been working with farmers to address challenges within various segments of the indigenous chicken, cow milk and tomato value chains. A key aspect of the program has been capacity building for key stakeholders, facilitated by both private and public service providers. The program offers innovation grants for acquisition of equipment, which allows the participants to apply what they learn.
When it came to the second phase, of the program, now it took note that apart from just the value chain, they need to go further to see how they can support some of the initiatives that can address some of the challenges. The crucial stage of this management of the chicks is from 1 day old to almost a month.
Through service providers, the program trained farmers on poultry management and disease control. Douglas Situma, chairman of the Kandui Poultry Farmers Cooperative Society, for example, received assistance to scale up the production of his ingenious heatless brooders.
There's one innovation that a group came up in Bungoma. It's called the heatless brooder. Or we can accommodate around 100 chicks. It is called heatless or fireless because it doesn't require heat or electricity. But the way this heatless brooder has been designed is that the chicks get the heat from themselves.
This technology has significantly improved chicken raising practices in the region. The heatless brooders offer many benefits such as reducing chick mortality rates, increasing employment opportunities, and using recycled materials.
Walipoona ya kwamba this was a true innovation na wakatupea support, na support ambayo tulipata ilikuwa in terms of labor. Wakalipa contractor, nikawapea idea na wakaendeleza hii innovation, wakatutengenezea brooders 88 pieces ambazo tulifanya distribution kwa wakulima. Hawakukomea mahali pale, kuna tenders ambazo wamenipa, nami ninafanyia fabrication wakulima, nikienda nikiwapea. Hata hii nimeongea juu yake ya West Pokot, ni ASDSP West Pokot. Ndio walinipea hiyo support.
The program offers innovation grants for acquisition of equipment, which allows the participants to apply what they learn. Through service providers, the program trained farmers on poultry management and disease control.
We were able to provide knowledge on indigenous poultry, ranging from how to acquire quality chicks from qualified or a good source of chicks. We are able to provide trainings on indigenous chicken production to 21 groups that were identified by the agricultural sector support programs.
This technology has significantly improved chicken raising practices in the region. The heatless brooders offer many benefits such as reducing chick mortality rates, increasing employment opportunities, and using recycled materials.
Kwa yule ambaye anatumia hii brooder, mortality utapata out of 100 unaweza poteza at most 5 chicks. Now, as compared to open brooding, ile ambayo unaunda tu plywood surround unamweka wood shelving mahali pale, hiyo mortality utapata is almost even 50%. Kuna wastage ya chakula kwa hiyo wood shelving, mambo ya kununua antibiotics, sababu kifaranga ako in contact na hizo wood shelvings. wakati amepupu mahali pale, chakula imemwakika hapo, anakula, utapata coccidiosis efrenanda, then inaua vifaranga. Right now we are talking about 380 farmers. Wanalea sasa vifaranga, wanafunza watoto wao, na pia kwa mambo hata ya lishe bora, wako na chakula nyumbani, wanalea kuku, so maisha yao imepatilika.
Douglas has created employment opportunities for approximately 8 youth, including Luca and Geoffrey, who now sustain their livelihoods through this venture.
Mimi ni baadhi ya vijana ambao Douglas ameandika kazi kwa ajili ya huu mradi wa kuunda brooders. Na kama vijana imetusaidia maeneo ya Mskoma. Mimi ni mwenyeji wa hapa Mskoma. Nafanya kazi ya ufundi. So mimi pamoja na vijana wenzangu tumenufaika sana kwa hii kuunda brooders, kwa maana kwa brooder moja, unaona ukiunda brooder moja inakusaidia, unapata pesa mzuri, like unapata 600 hivi baadaye. Ukiunda 3 hivi unaona unaelekea almost 2K. Unaona ni pesa mzuri ambayo inakusaidia kusustain familia pia. So tunashukuru sana kwa mradi Douglas penye ali invent. Tunamwambia azidi kufanya hii mradi sababu pia inatusaidia sana. Alisa hata kazi ikikosekana huko nje, tunajua tukienda kwa Douglas tutapata kazi ya kuunda brooders.
Pia napata mapato ambayo yanaweza nisaidia kwa mbeleni. Nataka nisanye pesa ili niweze kuingia katika chuo cha ufundi. Kwa huu mwaka nilikuwa na lengo kukusanya karo kama 89,000 ili nikaweza kuingia Sangalo Institute. Niweze kusomea kozi ya mechanical and automotive engineering. Nikiwa hapa tulisi naona nitasaidia, kwa maana hata kando na kusanya pesa kidogo kidogo, hati pia mimi najifunza ukulima wa kufuga kuku kupitia kwa brooding and growing of chicks.
Notably, these fabricated brooders have repurposed materials that could have otherwise presented a threat to the environment.
And the heatless brooder is based on the 3R: reuse, recycle, and reduce exploitation of natural resources. We are avoiding use of new raw materials so that we can protect the environment for future generations.
So kupitia katika hii mradi, sasa hata ndio tunajaribu kusafisha hii environment yetu. Singine tunatoa mpaka Kisumu huko. Wamama wenye wanachoma samaki, tunachukua hizo Israel jerrycans zinaletwa mahali hapa. So utapata transporter na benefit kuleta hii jerrycans hapa. Utapata chokora na benefit kwa kusanya zile ambazo zimetupwa ovyo ovyo katika mitaa yetu, na tunaenda mahali sasa pamoja kusanya tukileta mahali hapa.
One of Douglas's aspirations is to secure a patent for his now famous heatless brooder.
On the issue of tomato, one of the challenge at the production node was to ensure that there's production of tomato across the year, so that there's constant supply to the market across the year, and also constant source of income to the farmers across the year.
ASDSP2 provided equipment including shade nets and galvanized greenhouses. The program also offered training on good agronomic practices, certified tomato varieties, and business plan development, supporting tomato production across Bungoma County.
As a service provider, ASDSP has played a very major role, particularly on tomato production. Before the introduction of ASDSP program within our zone, farmers could not know where to start from. But after sensitization about the business plans, a farmer can plan when a specific activity is supposed to be done. What is the source of some funds? what is the market, and those business plans are the ones which enabled ASDSP to base on what farmers have written, so that they can give them the shade nets, the greenhouses, and other farm activities that are considering in terms of tomato production.
In light of these developments, Andy Green's proposed and secured funding for a tricycle, commonly known as a tuk-tuk, for the transportation of farm produce to clients. This has significantly reduced transportation costs.
Initially, we used to use motorbikes, but right now, because we got the tricycle from the ASDSP program, we are able to bundle together a lot of products, then just create our route so that we know from point A to point B to point C to point D, our tricycle will have served several clients, and it reduces the cost significantly. If you want to use a motorbike and serve, for example, 30 mama mbogas, that will be 30 times 100. That comes to 3,000 shillings per day. But serving those mamas with a tricycle, we will only need fuel of 400 shillings and we are done. And of course, paying the person who is now dropping, that's another 300 shillings. So roughly 700 shillings, saving 2,100. So you see that's a huge cost on us when we save.
But how and where do they source their tomatoes from, and who are their customers?
We have small aggregation centers in the villages where 10 to 15 farmers will bring their produce together after they've harvested. Then our truck will go around picking. It will bring it here. Our biggest clients are the mama mbogas that I'm talking about, the ones who sell to the end consumer. Them, they take bulk commodities from us. Those ones we drop for them at their kibandas. The next channel is now home deliveries. These are people like me and you who basically will just want some convenience. They don't want to walk to the market, the green grocery market to buy tomatoes and all that. So they will just place a call, then we will deliver to them. Then there are these ones that order through the website. We deliver that as well.
Andy Greens now delivers fresh tomatoes and other horticultural crops to clients. They have also established valuable connections with local farmers, enabling them to provide training and source tomatoes, expanding their business operations.
What the program did in terms of tomato production is they basically linked us to the farmers they are working with, which now became easy for us to source. You see, the problem was really we didn't know where these farmers are. But right now, we know where the farmers are. We can reach out to them. We were merely surviving by just getting 1, 2, 3 farmers. We jumped from 3 to around 13, 14, 15 farmers who we can easily buy from.
This support has led to a significant increase in tomato production, with more farmers supplying tomatoes to Andy Greens, thereby generating additional employment opportunities.
On our database, we have 700 farmers that we are working with, but I wouldn't say we are working with all of them directly. Some of them we are just working with in terms of training, but in terms of collections, we only have 520 farmers that actively give us products to sell. Initially, we were just 3 guys, but now you see we have 11 guys who are actively doing what we do, and 10 more guys that we engage on a need-to-need basis. So 23, from 3 to 23 is a huge number.
Several systems have been established to ensure the progress is sustained for many years to come. These include the use of county agricultural staff as facilitators, incorporation of supported value chains into the county's comprehensive integrated development plan to secure government support, and the establishment of County Agricultural Sector Steering Committee, which will spearhead future collaboration efforts.
Kama mkulima, kama innovator wa hii brooder, Ningependa kushukuru ASDSP sababu kupitia katika hiyo hali mambo ya uchumi na maisha ya watu itaendelea kupatilika.
Otherwise, as service providers, we are grateful to agriculture sector support programs because one, they were able to get right personnel linked to needy groups that required the skills in indigenous poultry production. Because in the past, it was a big challenge. No information, you can't acquire skill that you required. So they have really been able to link us right groups, and those who have taken the skills, they are doing quite well.
As a coordinator, my role has just been to facilitate. Actually, let me call it administrator, since I also have technical staff. And those technical staff, they are the mentors of each of those value chains. We have a value chain development officer who is a mentor of tomato. The M&E was a mentor of cow milk. And then the policy institution and capacity development was a mentor of indigenous chicken. And then we had a business development officer who was now looking at how to develop business plans or supporting business plans for these value chain actors at the various levels. To me, that was the best approach, despite the fact that we were having maybe low funding compared to World Bank programs. But the little that we were able to access has reached to the smallest people.
Through the ASDSP, the county is assured of that increased production and productivity for food, security and nutrition, and increased household income because the essence was to commercialize. And where we are seeing the various value chains being commercialized so that they have moved from subsistence to commercial level.